Welcome to another edition of AEW Unrestricted. I have to say that in the short time that I've known Aubrey Edwards, we have become very, very close. But never as close as we are right now.
You called me a bitch before we started this.
Well, there you go. That's being close. If we weren't close, I wouldn't say you were a bitch. I would say, hey, you're a pretty good girl.
I'd call you a bitch and put you in the face. That's how I show affection.
Well, go fuck yourself.
Yes!
And as we've started here on there we go. It's really good to have you with us as we're on location with Best Friends.
Best Friends.
Does that mean we talk?
And
Yes.
No, and hopefully Orange Cassidy.
We'll see if he pops by.
We'll see if he pops by as well. Chuck, Trent, thanks for being with us. How you guys doing this morning?
So good. Thanks for having us.
Why is your voice so raspy?
I don't know.
What a charismatic intro for Trent.
How close should I be to this microphone?
You should be pretty close.
pretty
Why do I have a little
Close to
stub one?
Okay, hey, we're going to adjust his mic. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. That's good.
You do play-by-play on the
I mean, it's an audio podcast.
You guys seem like you've had a good night's sleep, and wanted to just check it.
Well, obviously it's a video, so you can tell we both look like shit. It's just because I've never been able to go to sleep before like 5 a.m. in my life,
Jesus.
no matter what I do, because I don't know how to sleep.
Chuck and Trent, a big part of AEW. There's no question about that. And you've been in wrestling for a number of years, but let's talk about here in AEW, how things have been working out for you guys, because for all of us, this is a pretty cool gig, right? I mean, this is tremendous.
I've said it before, it's like a dream gig. Like when I thought, you grow up watching wrestling on TV and stuff like that, and you think, wouldn't it be cool if it was like better? Like not just for, like as a wrestler, like this is like, my friends are the bosses. The company is more geared to what I like in wrestling. They hire the people that I always liked in wrestling. Like this is if you would have given me an opportunity to make my own company, I would have made something similar to this.
You think so? You're full of shit.
I
just want to go to NXT.
It's crazy because it's like being in wrestling for so long, you always hear like, oh, so-and-so's starting TV soon. You're like, oh, okay.
Right.
I've heard this story 10,000, well, not 10,000, that's too many. I've heard this story 7 times.
Maybe 9,000.
Yeah.
And then it actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real TV. And
Right.
we're doing it. It's crazy.
Yeah, and and again, it's run by friends. It's run by people that you like, and we've talked about this many times.
Yes,
how
we
much
have.
we like everybody.
Don't touch my head.
I was touching your hat.
You son of a bitch.
Okay. We were talking to. I lost my train of thought
That's all right.
about how happy we are and how much we look forward to coming to TV.
Mm-hmm.
Each every other week now, but back when it was every week, it was like the highlight of our week. And you can't always say that about your work, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Like, I miss traveling so much. It was so much fun, like being in a different town every week and like.
Yeah. That's probably been the shittiest thing about the pandemic is just not visiting all the different towns.
I hate this hotel. I'm so sick.
I'm not even at this
They're
hotel.
like
and I'm
sponsoring
staying
this
at hotel.
podcast.
Yeah.
No, we won't say.
First ad read is Hyatt Regency.
I want to start about talking about your mom and the angle.
That's how we start.
Let's get right into your
Let's get right into it. She was
Normally you gotta buy Sue a drink first.
okay.
before you're ready.
Was she okay with the angle, with everything? I mean, she's
Which part of it?
okay.
The promo?
Okay,
Yeah.
so you asked her to drive you in to Fighter Fest
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah.
entrance. So how did that go about?
So that was, I think me and him were just watching the show and we're like, this is like the fourth person driving in a car.
Yeah, we were sitting in the crowd. It's like, we were out there like during Dynamite, like sitting in the crowd, and
There was a couple of weeks where there was like a lot
everyone
of people driving in. Cody drove in with his little truck and like rammed a box or something.
Right.
And then, I don't want to say
FTR.
FTR's got their
in the
truck.
right.
And then we were like, oh, and like as a joke, I think I said like, it'd be funny if my mom dropped us off in a van.
And I was like, yeah, absolutely, let's do that. And I think that was 6 days before we actually did it. I think it was the week before or something like that. I was like, yeah, we got to do that. And we went and told Tony, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no problem at all. Just
Right.
went right to it.
Right.
And she was all excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Real excited about it. She loves doing stuff. She's a little mark for herself.
So she did that. She's joined the Dark Order.
Oh yeah.
She's on a t-shirt. Is she getting royalties?
No.
He doesn't even give me royalties, much less his
Okay.
mom.
Trent just pockets.
That's
everything.
true. You want to talk about?
Sure. Well, Pro Wrestling Tees, when we first started, because we were on like one of the first guys to be on Pro Wrestling Tees. There was like 10 of us, I think, when Cabana and Ryan helped start it. And they made our tag team shirts just go right to him because they didn't want to divvy it up. And so at the end of the month, he was supposed to give me the other half.
Oh, see
And
where
he
this is
didn't.
going.
And then 3 years went by, and he owed me like $5,000
Yeah,
or
for
something.
real. I had to go through everything on my own and like tally what I owed him. This was 4 years ago.
That was 4 years ago, and so now we're 4 years later. So I don't know what
So
the
you're
hell
making
he owes
more
me.
money supposedly.
I'm not going in and going through everything.
Right.
So he
Like,
just,
I
he
owe
just
him
steals
probably
them.
thousands of dollars, but I'm not. You're not getting it.
I figured.
This is what best friends are all about,
Yes.
isn't
This is a normal day.
I'll pay you one day. I'm not kidding.
I always rob.
Also,
my
my mom bought her own shirts. Like I didn't know. I was like, I could have got you shirts.
Did you at
she
least
paid
give her?
for her own?
Did you give her the discount?
No.
Do you know the discount?
No.
What?
How would
You've
I know
been
that?
saving like 20% on all the. I'll talk to you later.
I mean, I don't buy her.
He owes thousands of dollars. What is he worried about? 20%.
Want to talk about my taxes?
So
for 2012?
it's unrestricted. We can talk about whatever we want. So you talk about joining AEW. Were you guys approached at the same time, or were you approached individually?
As far as I know, it was the same time. I think.
Yeah.
Like we've known the Young Bucks, or I've known the Young Bucks for longer than him, but like we both known the Young Bucks since like what 2011? Is that when you came back to the Indies?
I don't know.
2010.
13.
13.
Maybe if he wasn't up till 4 a.m., he'd be able to answer that
That's
question.
my regular.
No, his
bedtime.
brain don't work.
It do.
It do. Oh no! But we've known the Young Bucks for a long time, and so I think they both came to us at the same time, at around. The
They
same
would
time.
tell us like, oh, the summer before it happened. They'd be
Yeah.
like, hey, we have a thing that's actually happening.
And like he said, like you hear like every 6 months there's a new promotion that's going to be the next big thing, and like 3 of them have ever made it to TV.
I
Like
believe the Bucks though. 'cause
I did too,
they're
but like like
idiots.
what the only ones that ever actually became anything were like Wrestling Society X on MTV, and then like Lucha Underground, and that's maybe it. But every 6 months there's some like mystery billionaire who's going to fund this new wrestling promotion,
Yeah.
Right.
and it never becomes anything.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
but yeah, like you said, I believe the Young Bucks when they said it. So.
Yeah. And then Tony Khan comes into your life and with the Young Bucks. And obviously Tony has a vision and has a structure to a company. And things change for the better for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was scared because I was in New Japan he was there too, but I spent like 3 or 4 years like touring there all the time. Like those people became like my second family. I was like shit, this new company.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what's gonna happen, and
Sure.
like, I was scared to death.
No,
It was.
So I'm happy I chose
Sure.
AEW.
Definitely, like he was there longer, but like I was in New Japan for like a year and doing tours and stuff, and like they had also like come forward with like some kind of offer, and it was a tough choice because we didn't know if this was actually going to be anything, like
Or like if we would be like on the pre-show every night.
yeah, like so. Having to choose between New Japan and here was actually like a difficult choice, but I mean I think we made the right one.
I think you
I don't
did.
know.
I think you did.
Yeah,
You're one
definitely.
of my favorite tag teams out there.
I regret it every day. I wish I was taking 14-hour flights twice a month.
Living on a bus.
So you guys joined AEW pretty early on. I think you guys showed up in your matching denim outfits at the
Oh, yeah.
press conference. That was fucking
Like
great.
when Scott Hall debuted in WCW, that was what we were going for.
Nice. And then Orange Cassidy came along later
Yeah,
In more denim.
in more denim.
What was that? That was all out? All in? All out?
He just said yes. You can't just say yes. There's 2 different
All out.
options.
All out. Okay.
All in, all out. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got to say about that.
Right.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of tapings during this pandemic, and you guys were part of all these tapings we did during the lockdown, and pretty interesting way to do TV, huh?
Yeah.
With no crowd?
With no crowd.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to it now.
Yeah. I don't even like I see videos like the intro video has the crowds in the background,
It's
and
so
I'm like,
weird.
what company is that? That's not us. We tape in a warehouse in suburban Atlanta. That's
Right.
not what we do. Like,
Right.
we actually probably weirdly got lucky that we were traveling because
Where are you going with this?
I was saying, like, we were sporadically on Dynamite, I'd say, and we were on Dark a lot, which, you know, obviously happy to do, but like during the pandemic, like, you know, when the roster got smaller, we got a chance to be featured more.
Right.
Yeah, you
on
guys
Dynamite
were-
pretty much, and weirdly been on Dynamite almost every week since.
Sure.
And you know,
You guys were kind of.
I'm just saying, thank goodness for
like-
this pandemic.
Sure, I get
No,
it.
it really helped your booking.
Yeah, it helps with your exposure on a national level
Yeah,
on a
absolutely.
weekly basis. I get that.
But yeah, it's been so weird, especially the weekend we taped in Atlanta was.
You were supposed to move that weekend.
Were you?
Yeah, I moved the next day after I
Oh
got
my
back.
god, that was rough.
Yeah.
As everything was locked down.
Yeah, and we did what? Did we do 2 tapings, and then the Thursday I think we did like basically 14 hours straight of
I
taping.
know we
and
both
stuff.
did 4 matches,
Four
Yeah.
matches that week. It was,
24 hours.
it was rough.
I remember
You were pivotal to that day. Like, and I know that when you guys got set up for Fighter Fest, it just sort of made sense. Like,
Yeah,
there wasn't a lot of tag teams there, and you're just carrying the division on your back, no big deal.
and then I had to carry my couch up the stairs the next day.
Wow, tough life you guys are leading.
Pretty
We,
rough.
We were talking before we started recording this that about when we all get up in the mornings or when we all go to bed, and I'm happy to say that Aubrey, as like a responsible adult, went to bed at 2 a.m.
Yes. Well, to be fair, we finished filming last night at like 12:30. Like, because Dark is now AEW Dawn.
to me, that's really
Yeah.
responsible. Shit, you were
Wild.
sleeping within an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. I'm planning, dude. We're
I
here for
gotta-
like 10 days.
I gotta like sit for 2 hours
Blow my
alone before I
load
go to
early.
bed. You know what I mean?
Wow,
No, I just passed the fuck.
No one knows when you.
No, I just.
I go right to bed like an old fuck immediately when I get to the other side. Okay, you guys will. So, what time do you guys get to sleep?
5:30, and then I said earlier I woke up at like 9:30, like panicked, like I know I have to do something today. What is it?
have to go to the
and then I was
airport?
like, yeah, I was like started packing myself. I was like, oh no, wait, I have to do a podcast
I
in
think
4
like
hours.
4:30 for me, or 5, something like that.
Were you guys out partying?
Not really, nothing crazy.
No, what like we finished.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, nothing outside of the normal.
yeah, we finished doing our wrestling stuff at like 10:30 or whatever it was. You get back to the hotel at 1, eat. I can't just like eat and go to bed.
No, you shouldn't. It's-
Yeah, it's bad.
I gotta drink like 6 White Claws and
It helps you digest.
talk about WCW from 1992. Like I can't just go straight to bed.
Well, I mean, this comes from obviously. This is a logical statement, but it comes from life on the road, and working at night, and your body's used to this.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
You force it into it.
You force it into your lifestyle. So I get that. I mean, and I understand that. We appreciate you getting up and doing this for us.
We're just complaining
It was
about
rough.
it nonstop.
Yeah, it's just been nonstop.
Yeah, you came,
We hate
yeah.
it.
They opened the door. They came in and said, "What are we doing? What the hell?"
Flip the
Yeah.
table.
That's
And
what happened. I started spitting.
You started doing like stretches on the ground.
Yeah. I think they helped.
he does like this weird hillbilly yoga. I don't know why you're a hillbilly because you're from Long Island, but it's like hillbilly yoga. It looks
Why is
like-
it hillbilly?
I don't know. It's,
What is hillbilly
It felt right. What he does when he lays down and stretches like some kind of hill person.
I don't know what he's talking about. I just do regular stretch. Okay, some of them make me a little unique.
You ought to copyright it. I mean, DDP became a millionaire.
That's right.
You could say
don't
hillbilly
know.
yoga.
He's already keeping all the t-shirt money.
There's not really.
All right, I'm going hillbilly yoga with my new thing. Download my app.
But I want to talk about your background as far as the indies are concerned. But before that, I just wanted to touch base on the tag teams in AEW because
Yes.
I think tag teams in AEW has been kind of the strong suit or the basis of our success. And I know we got great singles wrestlers, but tag teams are where it's at in AEW, and it's not always been like that in wrestling.
No, not at all. Yeah. What do you got?
That was part of the reason we decided to sign here. I think in the long run was, we knew Matt and Nick were gonna put a big emphasis on tag team wrestling, and that's my favorite kind of wrestling is tag team wrestling. He wants to be a single star. He wants to turn on me and stab me in the back and go be a intercontinental champion or
Yeah,
something.
I don't like tag wrestling.
But that's why.
Angle alert coming up.
That's why.
Spoilers, guys.
That's why. Part of the big reason I decided to sign
You
here.
got
is
swollen
because-
elbow today?
Yeah, I went through flying
Let me
through
see.
50 chairs the other day, man.
That one looks real swollen.
Oh yeah. Okay. I do want to get into that the chairs that you stacked up.
For himself to go through.
Yeah.
That's always how it is, right? The guy who sets up the spot is the one that actually ends up
You got to
taking
make
it.
sure your pile of chairs is safe
Sure.
in the right
Exactly.
spot.
Yeah, I can't have somebody else setting up a pyramid of chairs for me.
Especially since you spent 12 minutes of a 15-minute match setting up chairs. You're going to have to use them for something.
Tony saved your ass just filling commentary the whole time.
Okay.
It was very long.
We're going to talk about best friends and their beginnings coming up.
One thing I'd like to talk about is State Farm Insurance. And I say I like to talk about that because I've been a State Farm customer, a member, if you will, since 1981, since the year that I was married. State Farm has surprisingly great rates on both auto and homeowners.
Tony, you've been a member of State Farm since before I was born.
There you go.
That means that they must have like great customer service. They've got agents available everywhere. Like to be a member of a company for that long, you have to be really, really happy with their policies.
I'm happy with their policies, and now I'm happier, Aubrey, with their easy-to-use technology, because back then, you'd have to have the insurance card in your wallet. It was a paper insurance card or like a cardboard insurance card. Now, you have it on your phone. They have a great app, and you have your insurance card right on your smartphone. So the technology that is advanced in the world has also advanced insurance, thanks to our people at State Farm.
So you can manage your coverage, pay your bill, file a claim, all just from your phone. Some
That's
you already
right.
carry around with you. Who
That's
needs
right, all the
cardboard
time.
cards anymore?
No
Jeez.
boy. A great price with even greater service. So Aubrey, as I always say, when you want the real deal,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You say that all the time, Tony.
I do.
This is AEW Unrestricted. We're talking with Trent and Chuck, bullshitting about whatever. So, Chuck and Trent, is it Dustin and Greg? Like, what do you guys prefer? Because I notice you guys call each other Dustin and Greg all the time on Twitter. Even on TV sometimes, I think. But
Yeah.
We have a T-shirt that says it.
Yeah, Dustin and Greg forever. No rules, whatever you want.
Yeah.
just whatever you like. So why come up with different names if you're just gonna call each other?
Well, I came up with my name when I was 15, when I was training.
That makes sense.
And I started, because I wrestled in the Converse Chuck Taylors, like,
Right.
because they were the only high tops I had. I was like, I need ankle support, because I didn't know what wrestling shoes were. And so they started calling me Chuck Taylor, and then I was like, that's a badass name. And now, 19 years later, it's a nightmare, and I hate it. So my mom decided to call me Dustin. I guess Dustin's okay.
So you started at 15?
Yeah, I think both of us started training at 15.
Both started training at 15. So
My
tell
name's,
us,
oh, sorry.
tell us the story about that.
My name was Plasma back then, with a Z.
With a capital Z.
What?
Yeah, Plasma with a capital Z.
It's a PLA capital Z MA.
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
Stupid name. From a company guy with the name Chuck Taylor,
Well,
Plasma's such a
Plasma's-
stupid name.
I came up with it when I was maybe like 10.
Okay.
And that was like my little backyard wrestling name, Plasma. And I thought,
And then 7 years later, you're like, this is still a good
I
idea.
guess my brain hadn't really developed
Clearly.
that much
Right.
between 10 and 15.
Yeah.
What else I was going to say? Oh, I thought Z was, I thought you actually spelled it with a Z, because I think
Okay.
like maybe in Doom there was a plasma gun.
It's even worse.
Okay.
And
There you go.
that's where the name came from.
Yeah,
From the
that's-
Doom plasma gun.
I think it's a cool name, actually.
Thanks, man.
It is.
Wrestling name is BFG. That's a Doom reference for y'all.
Big fucking gun.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that one.
So now you're Trent, but why the question mark?
I don't know. There's really no story.
Didn't you get fired and you were like, oh, I don't know if I can use this anymore?
No, I was in FCW and my name was Greg Jackson for a while.
Okay.
And then like we came up with a list of names that we had to send in, and like they took a first name and last name, called me Trent Beretta, and then
Right.
like I would write Greg on my water bottle, like gallon water that I carried around
Right.
for training, like a little whatever. And I just wrote Trent on it, and then I was like, this looks weird, and I put a question mark, and that's it.
So you're just
There's
Trent.
no. Yeah.
Did you ever pitch Plasma for your name?
No.
Oh, man.
But I was Plasma up until I was I was
Yeah.
19 years old, still wrestling as Plasma.
Talk about how you were mad at me and Ricochet for stealing your bookings, man.
I wasn't mad.
Mm.
You want to tell the story?
Well, apparently
Yeah,
it
you
wasn't
have
true.
to.
Yeah. Okay, so you stole Chuck, Dustin, Plasma stole Ricochet's book. What the hell?
I helped train Ricochet, who's now in WWF.
Right.
And he and I would travel together all the time. We were kind of like, they're always on the indies. They're becoming like these hot bullshit matches. Like 2 guys wrestle each other. Like there was like Colt Cabana and CM Punk, and then there was like Alex Shelley and Jimmy Jacobs. There's always like these 2 guys that are kind of married to each other. Well, it was Chuck Taylor and Ricochet before that. But he and I would travel together all the time because we lived close to each other. And the way I heard it, apparently it's not true.
I think me and Dan Barry were booked
Yeah.
for Jersey All Pro. This is into like 2005 maybe?
2006.
And I think our booking got canceled. Maybe? I don't remember.
They had this thing called the Battle of the Light Heavyweights, I think it was called. And it ended up being... I think maybe he and I replaced you and Dan.
I think we were told like maybe you guys will be in it,
Yeah.
and then next thing I knew, Chuck Taylor and Ricochet stole our spot.
And then next thing you know, he's in FCW.
Was that funny?
I thought that dickhead 19-year-old Dustin steals your spot, and then you're in WWF. That's kind of funny. Oh
great.
shit!
Oh.
Hey man.
Okay.
Let's see. Get in here.
Got a Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy's arrived. We appreciate his time. I don't want to ask him how late he stayed up because
It's not that exciting.
no, it may be more exciting than all of us combined. You never know.
No, it's not Tony Giovanni.
Okay. You just never know. I want to talk about your experience. You tried out for the WWE. You've had some experience there. Talk about that.
I never tried out for WWE.
Okay. Okay.
That one. Okay.
Oh,
I got signed. I was in FCW when I was 19. They said no, wait, 20.
How long were you there?
2000. I was there from 2008, and then I was up on like fake ECW for a little bit. But
The
it was,
ECW
it was like 5
okay.
years total from like 2008 to beginning of 2013.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a little baby. Like I shouldn't have been there. I didn't know what I was really doing.
Yeah. And then you ended up going to New Japan.
Yeah.
And you were there tagged with Rocky
For a
Romero.
while, yeah.
Won like 4 titles.
Did we?
Yeah. That's what my notes say.
Never counted.
Oh, yeah. No, you got
That's
like
cool.
4 title runs. It was great.
4?
Yeah.
If you asked me, I would say maybe 3 at most.
I think it was 4. If it's not, you should just start claiming that. We'll update your Wikipedia. And you
I'm
ended
doing a
up
4 to the camera.
4. Yeah. I think I think that's been taken though.
He and I have never won tag titles ever.
Really? And you're still booked as a tag team?
I know we suck. I know we're a shitty tag team.
I was actually
You and
like-
Rocky won 4. We can't even win one.
I was actually real shocked you guys didn't win him at Fyter Fest. That match was awesome.
I got super knocked out in that match.
Did you? Oh, wait. What
Yeah.
was it?
That pop-up German thing they do.
Oh, yeah.
My head bounced off the mat, and then the rest of the match, I was like spinning.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny picked me up for his move, the one-winged angel.
Yeah, Paradise the CT.
Yeah.
And like the whole arena with no one in it was spinning.
Oh god.
Pretty cool.
I remember that. I remember saying, "Hey, Chuck finally took a bump."
Oh!
And it wasn't even a good one. He doesn't even know how to tuck his chin.
I want to. There's so many notes we have on you because all 3 of you had a long
careers.
career, and
Very prestigious.
Yeah, no one knows, I think, how long all 3 of us have been around.
right.
You guys have been around a really long time.
Yeah.
You were at
Talk about the gentleman's club faction.
Oh yeah.
With the man to your left here.
It was me, Orange Cassidy, Drew Gulak, and the Swamp Monster, which was a grown man, sometimes a grown woman, in a ghillie suit that I bought from a hunting website. And that's really all I got.
I was Swap Monster one time.
You were Swamp Monster. Dolph Ziggler was Swamp Monster one time.
Really?
At the UCB Theater in New York.
Oh.
Daphne from WCW was
Yeah.
Swamp Monster one time.
Wow.
Damn.
It's been a lot of prestigious Swamp Monsters.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne was.
Pete Dunne was in it. King of Trios one year.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just amazing the names you throw out. You know, people that you see on TV or have seen on TV, and that you guys have worked with and worked together. It's just, it shows that just how vast independent wrestling has been, and that, you
It's-
know.
I know everyone. Like, people talk about like maybe this fake bullshit rivalry between AEW and NXT. I think like just because we're on.
It's all our friends.
Those are all my friends.
Right.
I was- sure, I
we
get
want everyone to be successful.
I
over
was
there, right?
a groomsman at Johnny Gargano's wedding. Like,
Right.
I want them to succeed too. Like,
Right.
not at the expense of us, obviously. I hope
Right.
they lose and die forever. But
In
like
the
those are my
nicest way
friends.
possible.
Yeah,
Right.
it's everyone on TV I pretty much know. Like,
Sure.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
So I know that you and a number of people here all have like a long history at Chikara. I think you and Orange and Bryce and Eddie and a couple other people.
Yeah, Dark Order guys.
Chikara's
like,
fucking lame.
well, it doesn't exist anymore, so.
No.
Yeah, it's
He wouldn't book me.
even Brody was in Chikara. Like,
That's right.
it's weird. We'll look at each other sometimes and be like, "This is Chikara 2009." Like everyone,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
bizarre. And then and Chris Jericho, obviously. Like, so
Yeah.
it's just
Chris Jericho, Chikara.
Oh, it's all my friends that we used to do shows with in Reading, Pennsylvania. Oh, and Chris Jericho. Cool. Okay.
So Chuck and Trent, you tagged at PWG back in 2013. How long was that? You guys never won singles titles or never won tag titles?
No.
Never tagged. I won the PWG title twice.
No.
We
Really?
just
Because I'm badass, but
Whoa, I had to throw that in there. we just like we did Bola, and then like the day after Bola they have like everyone that lost their Bola
They
match
have
in
the
a
10 man,
random
yeah.
match, and we were in that, and like I don't remember why they just called our tag name for the 5 guys in the match were called Best Friends, and then the next show like me and Dustin were just booked as Best Friends, and we're like, oh okay,
That's just
so
what
like we
you're doing now.
didn't choose this.
yeah.
Oh, so that's how best friends came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From a random 10-man at the
Right.
Battle of Los Angeles.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then we just kind of kept getting booked as Best Friends for a while, and then
Eventually go to ROH.
Yeah.
so we were booked in PWG for a while, and then
But then I went to Japan,
there was a few things like maybe we were gonna do Lucha Underground,
and then I got hurt.
and then he got hurt, and then so they said maybe later we'll bring you in, like on a different season, and then he and Rocky started doing New Japan and just like really sabotaged
Yeah, I left
just,
them.
just left me alone on the indies by myself. And then he and Rocky kind of like, I guess y'all did your own thing and like started to kind of like, not break up, but like, I don't know, kind of like ran its course, I guess. And then they brought me into Ring
No,
of
we
Honor.
broke up.
Oh yeah, you were going to be a heavyweight.
Yeah.
That's right. They moved him to the heavyweight division, and then they brought me into Ring of Honor almost as a one-off, I think, possibly for that 6-man, but
I have no idea.
I think I got a good reaction, and then they started booking me more in Ring of Honor with the 2 of them.
Then New Japan.
And then, was it Tiger who saw? I think Tiger Hattori was at a Ring of Honor show at one of like the War of the Worlds things.
Oh.
And he was like, "Oh, you guys are a good tag team." That's what he said.
That is what he sounds like.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
He's the man.
Right.
But yeah, and so then
Do the voice again?
no, I probably shouldn't have done it the first time. But then they booked us for the World Tag League. That's kind of how we got back together.
Talk about your relationship and Orange. If you feel like talking, you can chime in here. Your relationship with Orange Cassidy and how that all developed and how you guys got close and start working together. When did that start?
You've known for the whole time, right?
I've known him since 2006.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, I've known him a long time.
It's amazing. You think about 2006. You think that wasn't that long ago. It was 14 years.
14
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
I vote. No, go ahead. No,
I
Big
don't-
Cat.
No, go
I
ahead.
have nothing to say.
No, I don't. You were leaning towards the mic. We were all going to be quiet. Go ahead.
I mean, I was just roommate. We were actual roommates, so I just went to shows with him.
It's just my friend.
Is that how it started for you, really?
No.
No. Here's this guy. He's my
Later,
roommate.
later.
Okay.
I've said it before in a bunch of interviews, but like watching him since roughly 2008, I think he started doing
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy more as a character, and seeing him get no reaction, not from no reaction to negative reaction was usually where he lived. People just didn't understand. And if you fast forward to now where like, well, especially when we had crowds where he was like the most over guy on the show.
Right.
It's insane.
Still is. He's still more merch than anybody.
Yeah. But like watching people be like, what the hell is happening? Why is this guy out here? I hate him.
Right.
to now is really
Yeah.
fun.
And Cassidy, that's got to be really. It's got to be pretty thrilling for you. I mean, you think about your career and where it's come and where you are now, right?
Yeah, I mean, this still isn't real.
Right.
We're sitting here talking with Tony Schiavone about Orange Cassidy.
Right.
What are we doing here?
Exactly.
Why?
I looked over once, we were on Dynamite. I was in the ring and I looked over, and at the announce table is Orange Cassidy, Chris Jericho, Excalibur, who I've known from PWG forever.
Yeah.
Tony Schiavone from WCW from my childhood, and Jim Ross from
Yeah.
WWF in my childhood. It's like, what is this weird fever dream? Am I on mushrooms? What's happening?
And what are those two old guys doing at the table? I think about that all the time.
Gotta get rid of those guys.
But no, really, I mean, this goes back to what AEW has become, and that is, it has become, boy, this is a trite statement, but it's become kind of a celebration of old and new
I
and
was just thinking
independent wrestling.
that exact
and,
phrase, yeah.
You know, it really is. And it's because, Tony Khan remembers everything.
It's kind of like any time that like
I gotta look up trade. I kind of know what it means, but
Yeah.
I'm not fully.
you're not fully there.
Okay.
I think like the first time, like there was the very first Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho match.
I got the trade. It's good.
You got Trey, you're good. But yeah, the first time you have Chris
Thanks.
Jericho and Orange Cassidy, it's like, what world do we live in? Like, this is the state of wrestling in
Yeah.
2020. You have one of the guys who's the greatest of all time and a dude that gives shitty kicks.
Yeah.
Like, and now they have a program that's like
It's
on
so
the poster
bizarre.
of a pay-per-view that people are spending $60 on. Like, what the hell? This
They've
is
had,
awesome.
they've been going at it for like 2 or 3 months now, and every time still they pop up that match graphic of Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho. I'm like, what the fuck world is this? What is happening?
It's so crazy.
Yeah, but it's a world that's working right now. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is. And for Orange Cassidy, I can go back to the match against Pac at Revolution. That was kind of like the turning point, I think. I mean, we all knew, obviously we all were kind of into his character and what he did, but all of a sudden it's like, holy shit.
I think that was my favorite AEW match so
Tell
far.
him how you cried, man. Tell him.
I was, so we were ringside cheering him on.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting his ass kicked, and then when he finally started his into the microphone.
Yeah,
he
please,
finally
thank you.
started hitting his comeback and
Moved back
is this
immediately.
okay?
Yes, it's okay. It's a directional mic.
Yeah, just lean forward.
The crowd was so hot for his comeback that I'm supposed to be cheering for him on the outside, and I started tearing up, and I had to oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm crying ringside because his comeback's going so well.
in front of 12,000
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was a
It
beautiful
like
match.
12,000. It was a lot. It was Chicago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one part where when he was making his big comeback where I started jumping up and down, and I'd say 50% of it was excitement, but the other 50% was knowing that I had to climb in the ring and jump out, so I was trying to stretch a little bit.
I think that match was announced the Dynamite before. There really wasn't any lead up to it.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
turn
yeah.
your phone off?
No,
Tom?
I'm not. No, just tell me that we've got another one coming up at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
But yeah, I think it's interesting because that match had, I think, the least amount of build up, but was one of the ones that people were most
Yeah.
excited about, which I think is a testament to AEW and the characters that we build and
Yeah.
who we portray. It's
And not to get any kind of sappy, but I've known how good he's been for this long. He's been this good for this long.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah. Anyone who's watched him on the Indies
Yeah.
is just
Anyone
known
that,
he's gonna blow up, right?
it was I didn't know he was good. It was no, man.
No,
I knew
he's good. He's good. Everyone's known he's good.
Okay, we're talking with Best Friends and Orange Cassidy whenever he feels like chiming in here, and we are going to take questions from the fans.
Whoa.
This is AEW Unrestricted. We're talking to Best Friends and Orange Cassidy. We asked for some questions online with the hashtag AEW podcast. We actually got quite a few.
We sure did.
This is a lot. Mikey Kosminski, 28, says, Chuck, when are you going to finally say the S word on Dynamite?
They won't let me.
Why not? We
From
got
what I've
two
heard-
per show, right?
From what I've heard, we have an allotment. Yeah, so I guess the big stars get that. I think if we ever win the no, of course not big enough star yet. If we ever win the big one, I think I'm gonna.
Just hold the bell and go, shit.
I'm just gonna go shit.
Nice.
It's gonna be.
I
sweet.
said it
What
once.
a moment.
I said it once.
You said it more than once. You say it
Really?
a lot. Yeah, and you spit every match too. We're not supposed
Oh, we're
to
not
spit.
supposed to spit, dude.
No.
It says on the board. don't
Getting
spit.
hit in the face really hard, spit comes out.
Yeah, man. Don't
Gotta
do
hold
it.
that shit in.
I think I just screamed "fuck you" at the camera.
I'm dark.
The other day.
Oh, has that come out yet?
Yeah, so I'm beating up this guy. We're supposed to be mad at Santana and Ortiz, and I turned to the hard camera like Santana, Ortiz, and I realized, I have nothing to say now. So I just go,
Double bird. And then immediately realizes what he's
yeah, I
done.
go, oh.
He goes, fuck you. Oh, like that. And me and Bryce is our rep, and both of them just go, oh my God. It was so insane.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they aired it.
Maybe I'll
we
watch
can do
it.
anything on YouTube,
Nah,
right?
Yeah, they
Pre-taped.
can get by with that, but
Yeah.
they try to cut out a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
I
I
know-
mean,
I know.
TNT's logos on things, so
Yeah,
probably
Jess
care.
is. Yeah, Jess edited some of that stuff out.
You're just
the-
making Jess's life difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, we've become very good at making Jess's life
I bet
difficult.
you have.
Every promo we ever cut takes
Takes
takes her 3 hours to edit together. I'm sure.
More than that.
Yeah.
the Rise experience. Will Trent's mom make any more appearances on Dynamite?
Who's to say? That's my answer.
I
Okay.
mean, you're kind of to say, right?
She might.
I do have a funny story about my mom when his mom showed up.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
My mom texted me that night after that match aired. I went back and checked my phone. It said, WTF, I can drive. And then she calls me the next day. We're taping Dynamite on Thursday. And she goes, what are you doing? I go, oh, I'm at work. And she goes, is that fucking Sue there?
We got a few
Mom
mothers
fight.
now. Oh man.
As a joke. She didn't mean it.
She meant it.
No, she meant
She
it.
totally meant it. All right, Flat Top Junction. Does Trent cut the grass for his mom?
No.
No. Cool. Great.
Okay.
Jonathan News. Is Sue single?
No. How many?
Wow.
There's a lot of questions.
mostly
about
about
She's
Sue.
older than all of us.
Next
Okay.
one. Way Off Broadway. Do you plan to keep the Dark Order away from Sue? Or are you just gonna let her drink the Kool-Aid? We should really just have your mom on the podcast.
So much,
Right?
It's not real, so it's like yeah.
All right.
You guys really end the podcast on that, right? Who cares about any question?
Okay.
I'll keep her out of the Dark Order. So.
Okay.
All right, good.
These guys were part of my childhood. These guys will be saying 30 years from now.
Yeah.
And they said that on, okay. This is from Ozzy20, and this is for Orange Cassidy. Will we see Orange Cassidy's orange juice at our local convenience stores?
Yes.
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 Why not?
This is
Right?
breaking news on
I mean, I think
AEW Unrestricted.
why people would drink it.
Yeah, take
right?
Tropicana down, man.
Absolutely.
Take that Empire
yeah.
down.
Absolutely.
It's not very good juice anyway.
No, it's great juice. But it's not orange.
What's the number one juice?
I would say it's probably Tropicana.
It's probably Tropicana.
Really?
Yeah.
Or like, what's the one that's not actually orange juice? It's like orange drink.
Sunny Delight?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
right.
one's probably gets.
I like the one that's in a. This is really great for the audio. It's kind of shaped like this
Mm-hmm.
with a
Oh.
circle, big circle cap.
Oh, the
I don't-
naturally orange one or whatever it
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah, they make like the apple juice and stuff. too.
Yes. Simply orange.
Simply, that's it. That's it. Tony Schiavone to the rest
Thank
of
That's
you
it.
very much.
That's a great one.
Yeah, it is. All right, this question's from John Anthony 1270. Who is your favorite tag team to work against?
Oh shit.
Maybe the Bucks?
Suck ups.
Maybe Cody and Kenny.
If it was Cody,
Bucks.
Kenny, and the Bucks all
Yeah.
together
or TK
with
and
Tony,
Tony, Chris Jericho, if they were teaming together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
something
just-
like that. Yeah.
I could work. You could work the Young Bucks every day of the week. They're very. You don't get hurt, and you can do crazy stuff.
Right.
And that's all you can ask for.
I
I think
get
is
that.
to not get the shit kicked out
You
of
guys
you.
worked against them a lot, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
a million times me
Right.
too.
Yeah, me and Rocky in
PWG,
Japan all
yeah.
the time with them too. Also, like they're really creative, so like I don't have to think that much. I'm like they'll say, "Let's do this," and I go,
What are you
"Yeah,
doing
that
at the
sounds."
table? You've been wiping something off for like
Oh, I don't know.
the whole time.
There's little fuzzes.
Mhm.
Okay.
You,
Okay.
do you not like that?
Well,
That's cool.
That's
Whatever
That's
you wanna
fine. I was just curious, like smoke crack
do.
or something.
See the sign
Like,
behind
what's
us?
going on, man?
Unrestricted.
Oh,
Yeah. Whoa.
watch
Okay.
this.
Jesus.
Oh, that's unrestricted as hell.
That's too over the top for me.
I scratched the table for people just
Okay.
listening.
What was the stuff Trent had to eat on MTV show Silent Library? And
Oh.
does Trent still keep in touch with the bird? Talk about that experience.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So I was on Silent Library.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone knows that show, but the final stunt of the day, or like a prank stunt, I like sat in a bird nest.
Close to
I
them.
sat in a bird nest and like it was called like bird feed or baby bird feed, and so I sat in the nest and I had to open my mouth, and then a man in a bird mascot costume comes out, and like it's got an open mouth and like a stream of puke shoots out of its mouth, and I have to open my mouth and accept the vomit.
Was it actually?
And like it,
What was
they
it?
mixed up whatever they mix up in their secret lab, and it tastes like puke.
Oh shit.
Like they have all the secrets to make it taste terrible.
Did you get paid for this?
Yeah,
Makes it at least worth it a little
Wow.
It was fun in the end.
That was a fun experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, when the Birdman puked in your mouth. What a time. At least you're on MTV.
bit. Oh man, we got a question from Marshall Haycock 77. What
Get
is
better Twitter handles, guys. What's all these numbers?
Trent.
How many Marshall Haycocks are there?
There apparently are 76 before
Yeah,
him.
right.
Yeah, okay.
So who's your or what's your favorite tag match that you guys have ever wrestled together?
Probably me and Rocky.
Maybe I like the Zack Sabre one
Yeah.
with Zack Sabre and Marty Skrull. Maybe
Yeah.
I think that was our favorite. Maybe the best.
It wasn't
one.
in AEW.
No.
Well, it went like over 30 minutes. We haven't had
Yeah.
a chance to do that here yet.
Yeah. What's our?
AEW one?
Yeah.
I loved your match with Kenny and Nakazawa.
Oh, jeez. I thought we didn't talk about that one.
No, I asked what the finish was. You're like, yeah, there's some stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever, we'll talk you through it.
I like the one we had with Kip and Jimmy. Weirdly, the little hardcore match, but I like.
I like the one
Garbage
with fans
wrestling.
there more.
Yeah.
No answer.
Okay.
Probably never had a good one.
El Smasho wants to know,
I'll smash it.
and this is kind of deep. This is for all three of you. Okay, this is pretty deep. So think about this. How do you balance being seriously rad wrestlers with great ability,
Right.
with the shtick that is so on point?
It's not a shtick.
It's not, but
No, we don't like each other. It is a shtick.
Okay, with the entertainment part of what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Put it that way.
I mean, when we're wrestling, we're kind of not doing the shtick that much.
Yeah.
We hug and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know how we balance it.
We've-
Are we balancing it?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're doing it well.
Right.
I think we used to do more.
Goofy stuff.
Yeah,
Anyway.
goofy. Now we're kind of, especially in the midst of like this blood feud with Santana and Ortiz, it's hard to be like, I want to throw this guy through a pile of chairs, but also let me hug my friend.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's a little tougher.
Right. I get that.
But I think we definitely do less of it now.
But even in the midst of a match where you have serious content, people are expecting you guys to hug, right? It's become part of what you are,
And
right?
an awesome New Japan
Yeah.
shot.
That's just our fire up, pretty
Right,
much.
sure, sure.
You remember we did that in Ring of Honor. They would do that zoom out for us when
Yeah,
we
the Okada.
Yeah, and we were in New Japan still at the time. And do you remember showing Okada? I had a GIF of it on my phone.
I
was
don't
like-
remember anything that ever
I
happened.
pulled it up. I go, look, this is what happens when we hug, and he goes, whoa, he loved it. So anyway, like I think every now and then people accuse us of like, oh, you're stealing Okada's shit. Like, how could you? Like, Okada's our friend. Like, he
Right,
loved it.
Okada loved it.
We were in the same group as Okada.
Yeah, we still stole it, but
Yeah, we stole it, but it's not like just blatantly ripping him
it
off.
wasn't
It's-
malicious
yeah.
thievery.
It's hey, let's
It's
do this.
tribute.
Yeah, it's tribute.
It's a nice thing.
miss him.
So we have
He's
a
the
question
best.
from KBell2448 because there were so many before. Apparently, you guys have an obsession about how people wipe their asses.
Oh.
How did that start?
Lord.
We had our own talk show podcast type thing, like a video podcast on the High Spots Network back in the day, and we found out that
Like half the world sits.
Yeah,
and
half
half
the-
the world like does a little stand.
when they
To wipe
wipe
their asshole.
wipe their butt after they defecate, I'm trying to be clean.
And we would ask. That was our big question.
Yeah, that was like the main focus of ours, because the other half doesn't know that the other half exists. Like everyone that stands thinks everyone stands.
You
Everyone that
just figure
sits.
the way that you wipe your ass is the way that everyone wipes their ass.
Yes.
Oh,
And most people don't know that the other
I
half
sit.
exists.
I sit.
We're both sitters.
I said.
Yeah.
Tony, what about
I
you?
stand because I got gator arms. I got reach my asshole. Okay.
But yeah,
No,
that was
that's not.
that was
There's no
the-
excuse for standing.
That was like our big home run
Yeah.
question on our terrible show.
Yeah.
Hopefully no one will go back and watch.
Glad we brought that up on this one.
Yeah. Sure. Orange, you want to chime in on this one?
Yeah. How do you wipe your ass?
Just,
I don't know, man.
okay.
We would also take our shirts off and tweet pictures to The Rock.
Until he actually.
But one time he responded.
And then we're like, all right, this is
and
done.
this is over.
Wait, did he?
That was
ask?
like the end of the show would be we all take our shirts off and tweet something to The Rock with us with all our shirts on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But we had Jack Evans on. Jack Evans in AEW now. We had him on one time, and The Rock responded to it. So we got real nervous.
Yeah.
He's like a
Never
real
again.
person.
Steve Mander submitted a question on on our video. It's at tntdrama.com/all-elite-wrestling/unrestricted podcast. You can see the video portion of this, which you're going to be very entertained by.
Oh,
by the
yes.
way.
Very
This
much
is
so.
on TNT's website.
Yes, TNT actually
This
pays
is going to be
for
on TNT. By the way, everything you're saying.
Okay, and this is for you, Orange. This is a serious
It's a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. Think about this. How does it feel to prove many of the all-time greats wrong by being so successful in capturing the hearts and minds of so many fans?
Ooh. It's deep.
It feels so good. Because there's a lot of people that said I would never do anything,
Yeah.
and this wouldn't amount to anything. And now here I am sitting between Aubrey Edwards and Dustin on TNT, really crushing it. Thank you for your question.
All right.
Oh my God.
Great answer. Great
Oh
answer.
man. Oh.
All right. Let's see. What was the big bonding moment for Best Friends? What was the big moment?
China.
China, and we were
Wait, the
both.
wrestler or the country?
Both. No, we went on a trip to China for Evolve Wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were there for 10 days or whatever. It was a
Damn.
really great experience. Also, we were both real sad because our girlfriends had both just dumped us. And they kind of bonded
Was
over
it
that.
coordinated?
I think they're together now, actually, our ex-girlfriends. But yeah, we were both weird sad guys, so
So that was the big bonding moment.
commiserated
Yeah.
over being
China
shitty sad
and
guys.
sad guys.
Just sad guys in China, man.
Yeah.
Great.
Was that the movie? No.
Sad guys in China.
That's a great name for a movie, I can tell you that. Okay, let's see. We missed one. Oh, yeah. Lancashire Land. Chuck, will we ever see the invisible grenade finisher in AEW?
No, God, no.
Okay.
You hate that you ever did that.
I do. It's a fucking YouTube video from 12 years ago, and I still get judged on it. It was in Chicago. It was in that stupid promotion with walking ice cream men and a bunch of ants. I wouldn't do it on TV.
We got a couple more minutes. Here's some fast questions for you. Chuck, what is Trent's favorite movie?
I don't actually know. What is your favorite movie?
You don't have to guess.
Oh, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
No, never liked that show.
Okay. Trent, what is Chuck's favorite color?
Favorite colors are for little kids only.
My favorite color is orange. Weirdly, actually.
Trent. Actually, Chuck, question. What is Trent's favorite cheat day food?
You're not like you don't have like a great diet, right? Your body just works correctly?
I mean,
Like you don't do you do cheat days?
I do. No, I don't do cheat days.
Yeah.
You don't do cheat
He
days at
doesn't
all?
eat great.
I do
he's got-
fasting, and then like whenever
Yeah.
I eat as much meat as I can first,
Yeah.
and then whatever else fits in after that.
He has great genetics, man. He has those big natural titties like from birth. It's
Wow.
Big
That's-
natural titties from
Mhm.
birth. Yeah, that's cool.
No, more puberty that came.
That's.
Nah, you probably popped out.
I'm
with
telling
those
you right now, that's a T-shirt. Big natural titties from birth. That is a T-shirt.
I don't think there's a better way to end the podcast than that, so we might as well wrap it up.
Chuck, Trent, and Orange Cassidy, thanks, man.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks for being with
Thanks,
us.
guys.
Thank you.
This is awesome. So
This is
subscribe to AEW Unrestricted Podcast for free wherever you get your podcasts. Please leave us a rating, review. Please tell us how much you like us talking about Tony Schiavone's balls.
We didn't even talk about those.
We didn't.
That's a whole nother podcast.
We're gonna have to bring you guys back, do
Yeah.
ad reads and shit. You can check out the video
Are they
version of the
long?
podcast
Are
on
they long or
YouTube.
something?
Like his balls.
Yeah. What's the deal?
We
Standard?
just-
Sorry.
Pop quiz, Tony.
What about them?
Are they standard balls or
At Trenty Locks wants
let
to
me
know
let me
about
just
Tony
let me just close with this. If you ever gone to a produce department and see the coconuts,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and see like the old gray hairs on the coconuts,
Mhm.
that's me.
Very nice.
Okay, all right, and that's about the end of that.
You
So,
can check out the video of this podcast on YouTube. Just search for AEW Unrestricted.
Yes, and tune in to AEW Dynamite Wednesdays 8 o'clock Central on TNT, 8 o'clock 7 Central on TNT. I'm Tony Schiavone.
I'm Aubrey Edwards.
Thank you very much, and Orange Cassidy, thanks very much for not laughing.
Yeah, you didn't know.
I laughed a little bit.
A little bit.
You're a funny guy.
Thanks, everyone.